We're live on the air. Saturday Night Live with Clive. What time is it where you are, Clive?
6:17 p.m.
Okay, it's actually Sunday morning in Australia. In LA, what time would it be in LA?
It would be 4:17 p.m.
Okay, cool. And New York? New York? What time will it be in New York?
7:17 p.m.
Okay, cool. Saturday Night Live with Clive. So, Clive, talk to me, baby. Talk to me. What's going on? Tell me what's going on there. I've been working on the movie.
Nice.
We tried to palm it onto Uwe to do all the work, and he said he was too busy.
Right.
But that's okay. I'd like to feature Uwe in the movie. You know, Uwe. I was hoping to get him in there. He's a really skilled guy.
Oh, tremendously talented. So, how many requests have you received for bit parts?
Actually, I was talking to a guy yesterday. See, what happens is in this movie, there's going to be a lot of voicing, right? Archie lived 2 years in Bangkok. Blah blah blah. Well, if there's someone who wants to do a bit part, I can act it out. Like, Archie got fired in 2013. So instead of saying that, I'm actually going to have a docudrama where I've got someone who's going to play my boss. He's going to say, Archie, come in here. Just have a sit down. Yeah, we wanted to talk to you. Archie, we're going to wrap you up. Or I'm going to get him to play one of my old bosses. I remember this trick. Archie, we just want to have a talk to you. Look, we'd like to do a 360. We're completely open with you. How are you finding it here? And you know, me, yeah, always corporate shit. You never complain or whinge. Oh yeah, it's very good. It's fantastic. Everyone's helpful. It's a great team. Da. Is that right, Archie? Yes. Then they turn around and say, well, actually, Archie, we haven't been that happy with you. and they've taken that away from you because they've gone and said all the things like they've asked the key leading questions, hard for you to back out of it.
Right.
And so he's going to play my former boss who fires me from the waste processing plant.
Nice. How much did he pay?
Actually, I owe him a little bit of money because he wanted me to do some reviews. This is a long time ago, but he never came to me for the review. It's a long story, right?
Right. Okay.
So I'm just going to do them with him. But I am keen to get people on board here. Just out of interest, I have finished one seg. So what I'm doing with the movie is we're breaking it up into segments.
Right.
Okay. Like early days. Later, you know, we've got early days as a young adult. Then we got first trip to he goes to Bangkok. We've got all these things. Now, one of the segments I did was about excess materialism.
Was that before or after you went to Thailand?
What's that? Sorry.
Was that before or after you went to Thailand?
What is the excess or what?
Going to Bangkok.
Oh, well, that was the first time I'd ever been to Thailand or Bangkok.
Oh, okay.
So because I'd never really traveled that much. So I've got that footage. I'm halfway through that. I've got it kind of synced up a bit. It tells a story. It tells a story. No matter how hard you try, it'll always go to shit.
Gotcha.
This is the story. To be continued. It's a work in progress. So ArchieLuxury, the movie, there is no happy ending. There is no Hollywood happy ending at the end.
Well, there can be a happy ending, but you just have to pay extra for it.
That's right. So the movie's coming along nicely. It is coming along. I'm still waiting for that $1,000 to clear into my bank account, but I'm sure that'll happen next week.
Absolutely.
So the movie, it will be up for release. I'm thinking 2 weeks, 2 to 3 weeks, it'll be up.
Nice.
No charge. I'm not going to charge anything to see it. It's all free. ArchieLuxury, the movie, is going to be free. It's going to be available for everyone to see. And yeah. Anyone wants a bit part, come to me now. Come to me now. How have you been, Clive? Talk to me, Clive. What's new in your world? Tell me what's new. Please tell me what's new.
No, just not a whole lot. Just went in, knocked some stuff out at the office this morning. Went to a meeting, and pretty much it. Came home.
Hey, that's great. Today's Saturday. What are you working on a Saturday for?
Because there's work to be done on a Saturday, and so that's almost the best time because there's no interruptions.
Yes. Yes. The legal practice is doing okay for you? You doing okay?
You know, it's limping along. Limping along.
Okay. Would you okay.
Could always be better.
Okay. Fair enough there. Fair enough. You've you've how long have you well you graduated. When did you take your bar exam?
94.
94. How old were you then when you took your bar exam?
Young.
94. That's 20 years ago.
Yeah.
Oh,
well,
okay.
actually, 23. 23 years ago.
And then, what sort of legal work did you do then initially? Once you finished, once you got your bar, did you pass it on the first go? I heard a lot of people don't pass it first go.
No, I passed on the first go, and a little bit of corporate. I did quite a bit of collections work, as a matter of fact. It was kind of nice. Wasn't too strenuous. I did a lot of travel, or at least a lot of driving. Yeah. And I didn't really mind the being out by myself, and everyone else was stuck at the office, and I was the guy way the hell out, like hours away from everybody, and I liked that just fine. Did you have any
dogs attack you ever?
What a weird question. I don't think so. No. Collections in court, legal collections.
Oh, okay. Sorry. Yeah. Oh, I thought you were going out. I thought, is Ma or Pa there? I'm trying to collect on the pickup. Hey, Ma, Jono, where's Jono God? He's behind on his pickup. Oh, where's the shotgun? Where's that shotgun? Get these pesky Yankees off my land now, you.
No, I did do that for a little bit. That was in law school, though. The joke was, get back on your feet again after you miss 3 car payments.
So say that again. Say that again.
Get back on your feet again. Miss a couple of car payments.
Get back on your. Oh, I see. I see. And what is the story with finance companies if you are running behind? What should you do?
Hide the effing car. Lock it in the garage. Park another car behind it.
I see.
Yeah, because really, it's self-help is really rather limited, and the sheriff really doesn't like to mess with it. So, yeah. So anyway, what about any good watch talk? What are you wearing today?
Hey, I'm wearing my Omega Speedmaster. Man on the moon! Man on the moon! Man on the moon.
Nice. I thought you're not wearing the Breitling?
You mean the Breguet, the Breakster?
No, the Breitling Super Ocean. You're not wearing it?
I haven't bought it. I didn't have enough money. I didn't have enough money. Actually, Clive, I got to tell you something truthful, right?
Right.
No, seriously, I'm going to not buy it just now, okay?
Okay.
It's not a good time. I got to have some reserve. I got absolutely no money. I got to have some reserve, Clive.
Good idea. Especially with Christmas coming up.
Yeah. Hey, nipple dial GMT. That is beautiful.
Yeah, actually, I thought
beautiful.
I'd pull it out of this. I thought I'd pull it out of the safe. It is so gloriously 70s. It's fun. Love watches from the 70s. But the funny part is that look at the dial. Even Rolex was getting a little bit funky back then. Just a tiny bit. Loosening up.
Yeah.
Anyway, she still runs like a top.
Runs like a top. Now, Clive, I got to tell you this now. Watch Talk there. Tell me, we were having some discussions. I wanted to ask you this. I was talking to a guy yesterday, okay? Scottish guy.
Okay.
He actually, the Scottish guy, he sent me a beautiful bottle of scotch, by the way.
Okay.
Very, very cool guy. Very cool guy. And speaking of which, you don't mind if I have a little bit of a
knock yourself out.
Nip?
Knock yourself out.
Just a little nip. Just a little nip. I'm just talking about the Scotsman who gave me lizard tongue.
Right.
Lizard tongue. I just wanted to say to you, anyhow, he's got the two-tone Daytona, right?
Nice.
So he's bought this. Now,
ceramic, pre-ceramic, how old?
He bought it new, but I think I know. I don't think it's not the ceramic. The two-tone's not ceramic yet.
Okay. But you still got good and fisted.
Well, yes and no. It's hard to say. He was going to buy one off David. There's a big dealer in America called David S.W. Have you heard of David S.W.?
I've heard of that reference before. I've never even looked on his site, though. Yeah,
he's quite famous. How do you put it? He's quite DavidSW.com. He's quite famous. He's known around a lot of boards. I've never dealt with him, but I got to tell you, his stock does actually look pretty damn. I'll just bring it up. You want to bring it up, Clive? I'll bring it up on the screen for you guys to have a look. Okay, and I'm not getting paid by this guy, by the way.
Where's he based out of?
There we go. Look, this is his stock. Where is he based? Let's have a look. Where is he? Contact us. About us. What does he say? What's 407 area code? That's California, isn't it?
Alexa, what is the 407 area code?
The code plus 1.407 is used throughout the Florida 407 telephone code.
Actually, Florida.
He's in Orlando, Florida. There you go. He's in Orlando. He's in Orlando, Florida. Thank you, Alexa. Now, just can you see?
Oh, can I try one other trick?
Sure.
Siri, PayPal ArchieLuxury, $50. Okay.
Thank you.
I want to spend it.
Now, this is some of his stock here. Let's have a look here. Do you want to have a look?
Yeah, please.
Look at this. Look at this. He's got a, my God, snowflake shooters. Jeez, I remember when they were nothing. You know that?
Right.
Let's have a look. He's got a FP Jaune. Do you like the FP Jaune?
Respected brand.
Yeah, it's kind of a boutique-y brand, isn't it?
A little bit.
Look at this one here, 22 and a half.
Lord.
What do you think? I've actually touched one of these. I went
Go ahead. Was it the guy in Singers, I think?
Yeah, the same model. It's a tantalum. I think it was tantalum. It's
$22,000. It might as well be unobtainium.
It's the same price as my World Time. Look at this AP 12,000. What model reference? Oh, 15 for. Oh, this is the 37 mil one. Okay, yeah, that's a little bit harder. A little bit. People really want the 41 mil. Yeah, newly listed. See what else he's got. Hublot Fusion. He's got a Breitling. He's got some great stock there. So this is. So I was saying to you, my friend was let's have a look. What's he got in paddock? Let's have a look. Whew, he's got a few pieces in stock. Look at this. Wowzers. He's got a.
Oh wow! How much is that rose gold World Timer?
That's actually the current model, 41.
Oh wow.
Look at this here, Grand Complication in Platinum, 195,000, Clive. My God. Look at this. My God. Look at that, Clive.
I don't like the engraving on the bezel. I think it detracts from it.
Those are diamonds, Clive.
Oh, okay.
That's diamond, Clive. That is super bucks. Do you understand? That's diamonds.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Oh my God, Clive. That is. I don't know what. Yeah, I know what you're saying. It is. But it is a.
That's the horological equivalent of penile enhancement.
It is. Yeah, Clive, I'm just a bit speechless at the moment there. I'm sorry. That is gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. What's he got this here? 18. Oh, geez, they've fallen a bit. This is a 5123. 5123. 13,000. That's quite a nice classic Patek there, Clive, in rose gold. Look at that. This model here had very small lugs on it. This is what this model did. It's kind of an interesting. I don't know if it really worked for Patek. Maybe they were a bit too thin, but I don't know. It's a very. I think it's a nice piece. I do like it. The 5123. Clive. He's got some.
I was wanting to ask you something.
Yes.
Get the. Actually, there was a guy out of Ho Chi Minh City on the ArchieLuxury fan page.
Yeah.
It looked like he has doing some marvelous watch straps.
Okay. Wow, that's fantastic. I'll have a look.
Yeah,
Clive,
actually.
This guy here, I tell you what, he's got a man. This guy's got an inventory. What do you think? This is a.
Oh yeah.
My friend was looking at a Daytona from David SW, but he was looking at a two-tone, but it worked out about the same buying it from a dealer, an AD with a discount and tax back, than buying it from David SW.
Right.
I mean, my God, David SW's got some stock. Look at this. This is a platinum Daytona. My God. This is serious coin. Serious coin. I mean, this is like a couple $1 million worth of stock this guy's got. My God, this is sort of breathtaking. You know what I mean?
Well, why don't you visualize yourself getting one after the movie? After the movie becomes a surprise sleeper hit.
It's not monetized really. Besides Google Ads, there's not going to be that much money coming in from the movie. But we can always live in hope. My God, this is amazing. This guy has got stock I've never seen. I mean, I'm not getting paid, by the way. David SW is not paying me. But man, this guy has got stock. This is incredible. Sorry about that. I was just oh, I didn't even have it on the screen. No one could see it. Did you know this?
I could see it. No, I could see it just fine. I didn't realize, like, everyone's saying, share your screen, Archie. Share your screen,
Sorry.
Archie. Excellence in broadcasting. I could see it just fine, or I would have said something.
Yeah, it's okay. Let's have a look. Let's go through the Patek. Look at these Pateks here. Like, I mean, this was that $195,000 grand complication. My God, look at that. That's a 5271 platinum. My God, that is. I quite like this simple 5123. They were very cool. I remember when they came out, they were very cool looking Patek. 13 and a half.
Not bad.
They've got a very thin strap. They got a very, very thin strap. That's what they do.
And you like more of a thick strap, I guess, right?
I don't mind this thin strap, but I think it's kind of, yeah, I don't know. It's yeah. I think it'd probably better to have a thicker strap, a bit of girth there. But it is a beautiful watch, I must say. I do like that. This is one of my favorites. This is a, what is this? This is a 5396. This is the one I always, 40 grand. My God.
Wow.
That's a newish. This is almost. I think it's new. It's $40,000. This is my dream. This is my Grail, Clive. Rose gold.
I thought you already had your Grail.
Yeah, but this is also a Grail too. If I was going to get another one, this is what I'd get. A rose gold 5396. That is my ultimate Grail. be very, very satisfied. $40,000, Clive, US. Is that a lot of money or not? What do you think, Clivey?
Yeah, I think it's a lot of money. I think it's a lot of money.
That's a lot of coin, isn't it?
Oh, yeah. Actually, if someone wanted to get advice on how to buy a Grell watch, where could they go?
Hey, Clive, thank you so much. ArchieLuxury gives phone support. Phone support for $50 US. I will talk to you on Skype or WhatsApp and give you personalized advice. That's right. For $50 US, I will talk to you and I will give you the advice you need to come through with the hobby. Look in the description for details on how to contact Archie at email address archieluxury72@gmail.com. And please always help out, because Archie, man cannot survive on Google Ads alone.
Nor
Thank
can you.
Clive.
That is correct. You're welcome.
Clive, I got to tell you, what I was going to say is that this guy got a two-tone Daytona.
The Scotsman.
Yeah, so he paid about 17 Aussie, which is about 14,000 US, okay?
Okay.
Between you and me, is that a lot of money? $14,000 US. Is that a lot of money? Or he's 25, by the way. Is that a lot of money, or it's not a lot of money?
That's a fair amount of change for a watch, I got to be honest. And you know, it's a two-tone, so it's not exactly a steel.
It is still it is a two-tone Daytona. I mean, don't ever lose sight of that. It is a Daytona. I mean, Daytonas are super cool.
Yeah, but aren't the two-tones not quite as popular, or not saleable, I guess? Aren't the stainless steel Daytonas harder to get?
Well, the funny thing is, when you start looking to buy one, you realize there's not much difference between a steel Daytona and a two-tone. So once you start your quest to find people, that used to be the case, but two-tone is not a dog. It is actually coming back in flavor. So
nice.
No, two-tone is bouncing back. I quite like it. But he was saying he's looking at his next watch to purchase. I mean, there's a lot of money tied up in wristwatches. What do you think, Clive?
Oh, easily.
He just got married, by the way. He thinks he can just buy the next watch so easily.
Hopefully he's got a good prenup. Or he married...
Prenups aren't normally binding that much in Australia. They don't really work that well. You can contest them.
That stinks. Well, again, I guess, but still, even
after a number of years, they're virtually worthless.
Well, I don't want to give legal advice on the channel, especially since I'm not licensed in Australia. How's the Scotch?
Actually, quite nice. It's just a little bit, not becoming excessive.
No, of course not. It wouldn't be excessive until you pour yourself another couple of glasses.
Yes.
Actually, you want to pour yourself a couple more glasses and we'll do some watch reviews and see what happens?
Hey, that could be a good idea. Hey, stop! Back the truck up. You're supposed to be helping me. Slow down.
I'm
Clive,
not look,
I got to be...
You can't get help.
Yes. I got to be honest with you. With watches, I mean, you realize these are very expensive things. I mean, do you think it's a good idea for a man to want a collection, or should he be concentrating on other things? Like, you've already had your family, you've had your wives, you've had your house. It's all gone. It's all gone. It's all gone.
Pretty much. And the kids and everything else. Well, a couple of things. Number one, it'll give the kids something to fight over.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And of course, you know, should have done this, should have done that. You know, I had that old man that told me about doing the washing. Always had a good saying about that. So it sounds like you're shooting all over yourself.
Who's that? Who said that to you?
Jack Robbins. Died long ago.
How did you shoot all over yourself?
Oh, Jack, I should have done this. I should have done that. I should be doing this. I should be doing that. It sounds like, God damn it, Clyde, sounds like you're shooting all over yourself.
I see. But you love your watches, don't you? They make you happy, or what?
Yes, absolutely, absolutely. I get
What,
and you know
you're wearing the GMT,
look
aren't you?
at had to be done. Had to be done. Yeah, actually, and the thing is, you know, I had this in the. I actually had this and the one of the ones in the bank safe, and it's almost like Christmas morning. You're going to go put it out and put it on.
I see.
My delightfully retro, funky 70s two-tone GMT Master 1. Now, I know you're talking about like 90s and noughties, but you know, actually, there's a lot of stuff from the 70s I kind of like. Some of the vintage stuff. And, you know, it seems like the 70s, it seems like a lot of the companies were more into experimenting, much like most people were in the 70s into experimenting and trying different color combinations, different styles. Just the sheer unadulterated funkiness of the 70s, I actually do like.
Do you think the 70s was a more peaceful time? No, it was pretty corrupt. It was pretty wild there. You had Nixon,
right?
You had
end of the Vietnam War,
Vietnam War, Watergate.
Okay.
You also had disco was going crazy. Disco,
cocaine.
Yeah,
we had Jimmy Carter in the White House, and you know, malaise for the latter part. Inflation.
Jimmy Carter. Remember the famous speech? Maybe we need to lower our standards. Remember that famous? Reagan ate him alive after that.
Oh, God, yeah. Well, the thing is, if you are a good, conscientious, moral person, you have no business in politics anyway. But, you know, and turning down the heat in the White House and wearing sweaters, you know, trying to get the country to conserve.
He also put solar panels on the White House. You know that?
Right.
Reagan pulled them off
immediately. Of course, for Reagan, probably solar panels were probably close to witchcraft, and the oil companies probably paid him extra.
Mind you, his wife was still into, you know, she was into horology.
No, that's astrology.
Astrology,
right.
Yes. She was a bit nuts, actually. Nancy was a bit nuts at the end there.
Well, Reagan was basically died from dementia, so Alzheimer's.
But I thought he was a reasonably good president. What did you think?
More of a PR man than anything else. I mean, yeah. And give the man props. You know, he was the great communicator. He could set a tone with the American public.
He single-handedly had a huge impact in disbanding the Soviet Empire.
Or well, okay.
Unfortunately, once you get rid of one evil, another evil has to come back to take its place. I would rather have the Russians than ISIS. You know what I mean?
We might have the Russians and ISIS. I mean, if you want to look at it from a geopolitical standpoint, you know, after the fall of the Russian Empire, the Tsars, you know, there was a power vacuum in Russia and in Eastern Europe for 20 or 30 years. It wasn't until the Soviet Union then regained power, economic and military power, that they started to take those countries, those satellite states back, those buffer regions back. Soviet Union fell, and guess what? 20 or 30 years later, the Russians are trying to roll back to where they were.
I know it.
And so we might have the Russians and ISIS and ISIL and Al-Qaeda. Yay.
Do you think Obama was worse than Carter? He couldn't get anything passed. Obama couldn't get anything passed. That was his problem.
Yeah, that's correct. Of course, the political infighting, you know, the gridlock in Washington. But okay. We want to go political. We can go political. One party basically controls the executive branch, the legislative branch, and for all intents and purposes, the judicial branch. I don't think a whole lot's gotten done so far. And there's not really much of an excuse now, is there?
Very good point.
If one party If one party controls everything, they can't blame. They trounced the Democrats. They didn't take the White House. They have the legislature. So where's the beef? But we'll see.
Clive, I want to talk to you about watches again.
All right.
Do you think you need to slow down a bit? Or you're happy with your watches? You love your watches?
Yeah, I'm happy with them. I'm gonna, like I said, I need.
You're a middle-aged man. Are you a middle-aged man? Let's clarify this.
Absolutely, I'm a middle-aged man. Yes.
Middle class.
Right.
Overweight.
Yep.
White.
Yep.
Man.
A what?
Middle
man,
class.
Male. Yep.
Overweight. White male. Right.
Right. Correct.
And you've got your Corolla.
That is correct.
You rent an apartment.
That is correct.
You have no wife or girlfriend of substance.
That is correct.
But you have an awesome watch collection. I think you're winning, Clive.
I think I am too. And you know what? I'm going to switch. Because you know what I think it's time for?
What's that?
I think it's time for some white dial privilege.
White dial privilege? Oh my God. I love it. The Milgauss. I love that Milgauss. You know that?
Yep. I still think it's a bigger dog than your Explorer 2, but that's neither here nor there.
I don't think Rolex makes dogs. Do you?
There are some models that are doggier than others. And keep in mind, they did redo the Explorer 2, and we talked about this back and forth. They did redo the Explorer 2, and they just made it bigger, but they still kept the Polar. They kept making the Polar Explorer. They are not making the Polar Milgauss.
No.
They made the Polar Explorer for years and years and years and years and years and years and years in various combinations, various sizes. This one, what, 7, 8 years, maybe 5?
You love it, but don't you?
What?
You love it, don't you?
Yeah, I think it's a privilege to have a white dial like this. White dial privilege. White
dial privilege. Can I ask you this? When you go to court, does certain watches give you extra power over certain things, situations? Do they give you luck? Do watches bring you luck?
No, not really. I mean, no. Because when I'm going to court, I'm concentrating on the case and the clients, not really the watch. It's nice to have a watch that gets you noticed.
It's nice to have a watch that works.
Yeah, absolutely. Other counsel a lot of times notice. They'll like, which one you're wearing today?
Is that what they say to you?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And like I said, I've got a couple of guys who bought them new at an authorized dealer, and it's just like, I hope the ass kissing was worth it.
Do you think if you're buying one, does it hurt to have bought it retail at a dealer or never buy new? What's your opinion?
Never, ever, ever buy new. Ever. I mean, and of course that whole bunch, I mean, of exceptions that, as to any general rule, I mean, like if I've heard stories about if you're in the UK, used prices are so exorbitant that if you're going to get something like a sub or a GMT, you might as well go to an AD. But overall, yeah. Overall, always, always, always pre-owned. Let some other dipshit take the hit, take the initial depreciation. If you're going to get, of course, the funny part is, oh, I'm going to get this one. I'm in love with it. I'll never, ever, 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 ever get rid of it. How many times have you heard that story?
Yes, you're right. You're right. You're right. You're exactly right, Clive. Now, I'm going to, I got to tell you, Clive, we're going to cut this video here. We're going to do a few, we're going to do another live show. We're going to do a few today, aren't we, Clive? Yeah,
absolutely.
I got a surprise for you. We're going to do one for my good friends at F169. My good friends at F169.
BBS.
Yeah, we're going to do one of these. So let's cut this one and let's get a new one happening very soon, Clive.
All right.
Thank you.
Just out.